Slayer Slides are watchers.
Watches? Hi and welcome to the Watchers Watch, a Buffy the Vampire Slayer rewatch podcast, where we go through every episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer to tell you why it's great.
Because it's great.
Super amazing.
Yes.
I'm Yvonne.
I'm Sandra. And we have gotten to episode 4 of the first season.
Yes.
In the last episode, last time, we established that high school boys do a lot to get women.
Yes, and they do a lot of wrong things to get women.
Yeah, and they're kind of stupid. Except you, of course, you are great.
Yeah, you are super great.
This is a theme that will continue in this episode.
Yes.
The episode is called Teacher's Pet.
And you can maybe guess who's going to be the teacher's pet, or you cannot guess. We will tell you soon. All right.
Yeah, we start off with something that seems not quite right.
Yes, it's a very, very strange scene where Xander is some kind of hero that saves Buffy.
Because Buffy is, they're at the Bronze, and Buffy is, she tries to fight and no.
I'm so helpless. Help me, you big, strong man.
And then Xander just, may I cut in? And just throws the vampires around.
I love that you had the Xander face now. Your mouth were completely moving like his.
I have not practiced in front of the mirror. No, I actually haven't practiced in front of the mirror.
Okay.
Anyway, he kills all the vampires in a really cool way, and then goes up on stage and plays a killer guitar solo.
Yes. After, of course, he talked to Buffy.
Yes.
And Buffy was like,
and through all this, Buffy is,
yeah.
Xander.
Yeah.
Yeah. Until she says, you're drooling.
Yeah, and then it's like, what? And then, it was a dream.
It was a dream, and not only was it a dream, it was a dream he had while in class.
Jesus.
I know.
Have you ever seen that in Norway, that a person will fall completely asleep during...
I have fallen asleep in class.
But don't they wake you?
Yes, like after half a second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in the US, they maybe let you sleep.
They let you sleep till you get to the dream sleep.
Yeah.
Apparently.
And you can have a long dream. A long, happy dream.
Yes. And they're still in science class. There were a lot of science classes in the previous episode. They're still in science class. And they learn about insects this time.
Yes. I don't know if that's better than dissecting a frog. Probably a little bit better, but both
they don't
are gross.
Actually kill the insects. I think they learn about how to communicate.
Yeah.
Which is by touch and pheromones and all that. The science teacher pulls Buffy aside, or Buffy is the last one to leave the class.
Yeah.
After all of this. And this teacher likes Buffy.
Yeah, he really likes her, and he has such faith in her.
Yeah.
He thinks that she's actually a very smart girl, and that all the bad impressions that the other teachers have of her, it's just she should just go against that and just prove them to be wrong.
He says something like, I know you can excel in this class, and therefore I expect you to excel in this class.
Yes.
You can do this.
He's the first person that hasn't given up on her.
No.
Because the other ones, they're kind of like just, she's a lost case.
Yeah.
But he really sees her potential.
Sure, and that makes it extra sad.
Yes, it is, because...
What happens? Because after Buffy leaves, the professor gets attacked.
Yes.
By some sort of insect paw hand. What do you call the leg? The insect leg?
Where on the insect is it?
No, it's the front, like, paw thing.
Yeah, it has to be like a claw or a leg or...
I think they're all legs, but the individual part of the... I don't know.
It's really strange with this...
It's one of those insect hands that just comes and just around his neck and his...
And already now we understand that something is wrong because insects never walk on two legs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or are as big as humans.
No. So there's a combination there that should make you a little bit suspicious.
So
only just a tiny little bit.
We might not get too attached to this teacher, actually.
No. But we all like him. Because he likes Buffy.
And if someone likes Buffy, we like them. Yes. Cut to the Bronx. And then that means it's a new Bronx band.
A Bronx?
Yeah, not Bronx. Bronze.
The Bronze.
The Bronze band.
Yes.
The band at the Bronze this time is super fine. That's not a description of the band, that's the actual name of the band. It's the band Superfine that plays the songs Already Met You and Stoner Love.
Oh, and they're so 90s.
Yeah.
I mean, he has a shiny silver top, the vocalist.
Yeah, and he has the like the mid-parted hair that goes down to his eyes.
Yeah, that's right. He has the like the which I don't know. I don't know the word for it.
No. It's the Nick Carter.
Yes.
Hair. Yeah.
Yes.
And at the Bronx.
Bronx.
What is wrong with me? At the Bronx. Sure. At the Bronx. Xander's there, and he's with some other guys for a change.
Yeah, because we don't see a lot of that.
No. And the other guys pester him a bit, and they talk about sex, and have you done it? Have you ever had sex? Yeah, sure, you have had sex. And he tries to, like, boast about how much sex he has.
Yeah.
Like, should I count just today or the whole week? Where?
Yeah, and I mean, everyone knows that isn't true. And that is against stupid high school boys.
And then Angel, this handsome boy.
Yes, and my God, he looks good.
He looks really good. And he's starting to become himself.
Yeah, he does.
That's really...
He has confidence.
He has confidence, but he also cares. He's not a sarcastic asshole in this episode.
He's not you anymore.
He's not me anymore. Because Buffy goes up to talk to him. And he warns her that something is coming. And he says, you look cold. And he gives her his jacket. His leather jacket.
Which I'm amazed actually fits Buffy, because Angel
he's twice her size.
Yeah, in both directions, you know. Yeah.
So, I don't know. Maybe it's form-fitting or stretchy or something.
Yeah. And when he takes off his jacket and gives it to Buffy, we see that he has some sort of strange wound on his arm.
Yeah.
Like from sort of...
Well, from a fork.
Yeah, from a fork.
Well, and
that's so funny because he says something like, "Oh, you're in danger," and she says like, "What, fork guy?"
From the fork guy?
Yeah, and I just laughed.
Yeah, but
my ass off when I heard that. I think it was so funny.
Yeah, the fork guy.
The fork guy. Doesn't he? Doesn't he sound terrifying? The fork guy.
Sounds like the worst Mega Man boss in the world.
Yeah.
Fork man!
He's actually even worse than the tiny contact lenses.
No, the tiny contact lenses demon is great! I will hear not one bad word about the tiny contact lenses demon.
Sorry.
I love the tiny contact lenses demon.
Yes.
It might be the best thing we have ever come up with. Oh. But they go back to school the next day, and they learn that Dr. Gregory, the science teacher, is missing.
Yes.
He's gone. And Xander is, woo! I didn't do my homework and that paid off.
Xander.
Yeah.
Yeah, he will pay for that later.
He will, because they get a substitute teacher.
Yes.
Which is this apparently super hot woman. And she just walks in to the school, into the courtyard.
Yeah.
And every boy in that school is just...
Yeah, they get super turned on by her.
Yeah, and she's...
I mean, she
looks good. She's 90s hot.
Yeah, exactly. She's
Yeah.
really 90s hot. And she was probably really attractive during the 90s. But now she looks outdated.
I hate her yellow eyeshadow.
Yeah.
She has like bright yellow eyeshadow.
Yeah.
And it's awful and super distracting.
And she has it 2 days in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She changes her outfit, same makeup.
Yeah.
But she goes and talks to Xander and asks Xander, I'm supposed to teach this and this science class. Where do I go? And Xander is...
Yeah, he's exactly like that.
Yeah.
Except that comes a few words, but it's like he has no idea where to...
just stuttering. He
yeah.
can't form a sentence if his life depended on it.
You know what I thought about when I saw her?
No.
That she has the typical cougar look.
Yeah, she does.
Really, like... yeah, completely. I think that if you had a dictionary with the word cougar, they could put a picture of her.
No, but she really, really does.
Yeah.
And, well, Xander gets competition, though, because he can't do anything.
No.
So, Blaine Mall. He's a jock, obviously. He's called Blaine Mall.
Yeah.
He comes over and, ooh, I will take you there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, it's kind of weird that nobody thinks this is odd yet.
No, but again, just go with it. Sunnydale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
High school boys.
Yes.
Right.
Okay, so they're going to class.
Yeah.
Where they have their new substitute, the very hot 90s...
Extremely hot 90s woman.
Cougar-ish.
Yes.
Yes, and they talk about a specific bug that I know you remember. But
yeah, the praying mantis.
Yes.
Which is a terrible bug, but still.
Yeah.
And Buffy says, that's disgusting. It's terrible. It's ugly.
Yeah.
And the teacher, Miss French, by the way.
Yeah. Natalie French.
She's, there's nothing ugly about these creatures.
And she said it in a way that you know that this have been really provocative.
Yeah, she seems like personally
attacked.
Yeah.
Yes.
By this, but that someone would call an objectively pretty ugly insect. Ugly. And she starts to describe them and how they mate, and that they're cannibals and they can eat their mate, and that the females are more aggressive
than the man.
Yeah, and bigger, and all that. And this Blaine guy again is... There's nothing wrong with an aggressive woman.
Oh my god, that's like hashtag... He's so hashtag me too, that guy.
Yeah, he really is. He really, and it's just a lawsuit waiting to happen.
Yeah. Yeah, and she's like... you know, she's very like, also when she talks about the bugs, she's very like, she really defends, you know, defend them.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, but it's not their fault, and it's just the way
nature made them this way.
Yes.
There's nothing wrong with this. It's actually beautiful.
Yeah, she's very creepy about this bug.
Yeah, and then she suggests that the entire class should make egg sacs for like a science fair or something.
Ugh, that's so gross.
And she just asked the class, who wants to help me make egg sacs?
And all the guys is just like, woo, me?
The boys are so stupid.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. And that's kind of what they talk about next, because we got to the cafeteria.
Yes.
And Buffy and Willow is there. And Xander is looking at his reflection in like the napkin dispenser or something.
Yeah.
It's just, ooh.
Oh my god.
Yes. I see why she likes me. Yeah.
I can't believe how little it takes to boost a teenage boy's confidence.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because
nothing.
no, it's just
nothing.
one woman asking him a random question, and then he's like a god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Buffy and Willow sort of react like we react now.
Yeah.
A younger man is too dumb to wonder why an older woman can't find someone her own age, and too desperate to care about the surgical improvements.
So they're stupid and desperate, and that's why they like you.
But I mean, it's probably true, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just when they have this conversation, Cordelia comes in.
Yes.
And she has a note for a medically prescribed lunch. She can't eat the same lunch as the other people. She has to have her own special lunch.
Oh my god, Cordelia.
Yeah.
She's just, in this episode, she really, it's typical Cordelia. It's like Cordelia, I don't know. It's just Cordelia.
Yeah, so she just goes around and opens like a closet or a locker where they keep the food, her special food.
Yeah.
And she finds a dead body, without a head.
Oh, and it's
Dr. Gregory.
the only person who liked Buffy is eliminated.
Yes. Good. And they know this because it says Dr. Gregory on the coat.
Yeah. It's so sad.
It is.
Yes.
And Buffy is really sad when they discuss this in the library later. And Giles asks him, but how do you know this is Dr. Gregory?
Yeah.
And how do you know he was killed here?
And she said that he was wearing the same clothes.
Yeah.
So she knew that he hadn't left campus.
Yeah.
Or the school.
So he was killed last night. Now they know he was killed last night. And then Buffy remembers that Angel warned her.
Yes. And she also remember maybe
the scar with the fork guy.
Yeah. From the fork guy, yeah.
And then Giles says, well, maybe the master did this. How do we know who did this? And they just, this doesn't seem like the master, and the other murder that happened in the park didn't do the same thing. It didn't have the same MO.
No.
Because there was a murder like a couple of days ago in the park. So they just, wait, we have two things now?
Yeah.
they're like, it's two killer things. Xander doesn't like this.
No.
And Buffy is, well, it's a hellmouth.
Yeah.
So yes.
She's so much tougher than him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that doesn't take much though.
No.
But still. So Buffy goes to this park to investigate that body or that killing to see if there's any resemblances, to see if they're connected. And she goes around this park and it's dark. And she looks around.
Yes. And then some sort of old drunk.
It's a hobo.
Yeah,
right?
a hobo.
It's a homeless guy.
I love that name, a hobo.
Yeah, he just comes in and, girl your age shouldn't be here this time night.
He
And
calls her a little lady.
Yeah, a little lady.
Yeah.
Yes. And he just walks away.
Yeah.
That's all he does. That's his entire role in this show. Is you shouldn't be here this time of night. And then it's done.
Yeah. But he's been on Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
He Yes!
Yeah, and he gets mentioned in our podcast.
Yes!
So he made it in Hollywood.
He's fantastic.
He is
what a career.
Totally fantastic.
Buffy finds a secret entrance in this park. It's like covered up with leaves and branches and stuff.
Yeah.
And then a monster just jumps out. And he has like a claw for a hand.
So it's the fork guy.
It's the fork guy.
Yeah.
and then the police comes.
Yeah,
the Sunnydale police is a thing that exists and does a thing.
And they doesn't do anything here either. They just,
just, hey, police, and then they like flash a flashlight.
Yeah,
and then this monster runs away.
Yeah, and Buffy too runs after him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She follows the monster. And the monster just jumps over a fence and sees a woman on the sidewalk in front of her.
Yeah, and that
is just, prey.
Yeah.
But woman is Miss French.
Yeah, it's Miss French.
And she turns around with a look. God, she looks intimidating.
I know.
Like, really intimidating.
Yeah, she is really good at that.
Yeah.
As we're gonna give you more examples of later.
But seriously, really intimidating.
Yes.
And then this monster is, whoa! And he just runs away. He's shit scared of this woman.
Yeah, he actually runs down to the sewers.
Yeah.
He has to get away.
Yeah.
Like right away.
Can't be here. This is
dangerous.
Super dangerous. Like my life is in danger right now.
And this is the fork guy vampire.
It's the fork guy. Nothing scares the fork guy. And so Buffy goes to discuss this with Giles.
Yes.
And Giles is sort of taken aback when she says that she found the monster, the fork guy monster.
Yeah.
And he saw Miss French and was scared out of his mind. And Giles is just, not a lot of things that can scare a vampire like that.
No. So they start to discuss, what the hell are we dealing with now?
Yeah.
What is this?
And I don't know.
No.
But Buffy wants to find out, so she goes to investigate, but she's stopped by the principal.
Yes, and he's really concerned about her now.
Yeah.
But he can't hug her, though, because that's against school policy.
No, they're against bad touching, so they can't hug. But he's just, you witnessed something like traumatic.
Yeah.
You have to go to counseling.
And what I really love about this, or I think it's so weird, is because they are exposed to super traumatic things every day.
Nobody cares.
No, but now it's like,
now you have to go to a counselor.
Your 60-something-year-old teacher died, so now you certainly have to go to the counselor. Not when your friend died.
No,
that's okay. Your classmates, it's okay, but now you have to go to the counselor.
Yeah.
There
was no counseling when they found the dead body of that guy in the first episode.
No
counseling.
No.
They didn't even watch the dead body. But now, counseling for everyone.
Yes.
And Buffy sits down and waits outside the counselor's office, and she hears what the student in front of her says, that it's in the counselor's office. By the way, that's bad counseling.
Yeah.
This shouldn't be that easy to overhear a counseling session.
No, because, how can you expect people to open up in such an environment?
Well, Cordelia is in there.
Yeah.
She opens up.
Yeah, she totally opens up. And
but I haven't been able to eat. I've lost weight.
Yeah, so this has been really great.
Yeah. And she says, I don't suggest we kill a teacher every week just so I can lose weight. But I mean, look at the positives.
I mean, she's like a psychopath. She's completely without empathy.
Like, incredibly self-centered.
Yeah, it's just...
No empathy for the people around her at all.
It's just the Cordelia-verse,
Yeah, it's the Cordelia-verse.
Yeah, that's
everyone
all
else
her
is
whole
just
world.
there to satisfy her. Buffy goes from her counseling session.
Yeah, and now she's late for her class.
Yeah, and that class is a pop quiz, and it's with Miss French.
Yes, and Buffy, she comes to the door, and she looks through the window, and she sees that it's a test, and she doesn't want to go in. And then Miss French is standing in the classroom with her back turned, and then something really creepy happens, because while Buffy is watching her head is sort of like turning and turning and turning a little bit more, and turning until it's all the way around. Yes.
And
360?
No, 180.
180.
Not back to the place it was.
No,
180 degrees around.
Yes. But it would probably go all the way around if they would have kept watching her. But Buffy, of course, she backs away and what the fuck was that?
And she goes then to the library to discuss this with Giles, like what kind of creature could do this?
Yeah,
and she
full exorcist turn.
She describes it as a full exorcist, and I like that. And they're just nothing human can do this.
No.
The most demons can't do this. Insects can, though. At least some of them.
I think it's so impressive that they actually thought about that.
Well, because Buffy did her homework, like literally did her homework in science class.
Yeah.
And then she learned insects can do this.
Yeah.
Maybe this is an insect. You learn things in school. Stay in school, kids. You learn interesting things.
Yes.
Yeah. But then Xander goes to Miss French because she sort of flirted with him during that pop quiz.
Yeah.
And she
says, and she helped him.
Yeah, she tipped him off on a question. I think you meant to answer this thing here.
Yeah.
And then she says, you will see me after class.
And Sam is like, best thing ever.
I know. And then he goes to see her. What they were supposed to do now after class was build like this egg sacs.
Yes.
I guess. And Miss French says, oh, I forgot all the glue and the paper mache.
Maybe you should come to my place.
Maybe.
After school.
Here's my address. Come around 7 or 8.
Which is kind of late to do that kind of thing.
That is super creepy. And you
super
as a teacher
not appropriate.
Cannot do this. It's so not appropriate.
No.
Now we are back at the library.
Yes. Where Willow, Giles, and Buffy. Yeah.
They discuss Miss French.
Yes.
And is this woman actually a praying mantis?
Yeah.
Because it all fits how she attracts men and how she can turn her head all the way around.
Yeah, and they get really concerned about Xander. No, yeah. Willow
is concerned about Xander.
Really concerned about Xander, and Buffy is like, no, he's okay, and he's not in any danger.
It's fine.
Yeah, everything's fine. But as we know, it really isn't, because he's gonna go to her house.
Yes. And Blaine went to her house the day before.
And he
hasn't come back.
No.
And then we have to go and tell Xander that he has a crush on the giant insect.
Yeah. And then Buffy, she goes and she tries to tell him.
Yeah.
And he's just like, oh, you're just jealous. I can't believe how much confidence he suddenly
he
got.
has. Because
It's...
she goes up then and just says, Miss Fred, she's probably not human. And he's just, oh, you're so jealous.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't handle that. I'm fine like a man.
Yeah, a beautiful woman likes me.
Right.
So it has to be something wrong with her, right?
Yes,
and
meh.
yeah.
And then they shit dogs Angel a bit.
Yeah.
Because he's actually really, really jealous of Angel.
Yeah. What does he say? He says something about, I think he says, what kind of girl's name is Angel anyway?
Right.
Yeah.
That's a girly name.
Yeah.
Says
And Buffy's like,
Xander.
what? When did we start talking about Angel?
What has this to do with anything?
Yeah.
How does this figure into anything?
No, it's just so out of nowhere.
And he's just meh, and he goes to see Miss French.
Yeah.
And we talked about things being inappropriate. My God, this is inappropriate.
Well, it's so, it's just extreme.
Yeah, no, but because she's like in a little black dress.
Yeah, with her cleavage.
Like enormous cleavage.
Yeah, showing. And she makes martinis. I mean, she's just really...
You don't make martinis to your underage student who comes over to do a project which you shouldn't do in the first place because that's weird and inappropriate.
Yeah.
There's so much wrong here.
It's so weird.
And Xander doesn't pick up on that at all because he's so happy that he's, basically finally gonna get laid.
Yeah.
Right.
And also, it's something about those pheromones that sort of trick him a little bit.
Yeah,
he gets
they
like...
trigger him because he's a male and they go for the pheromones. And Xander's just... Do you want a martini? And Xander just...
Yeah.
All the martini.
And it was his first martini. He's so cute.
Yeah, he's just...
Yeah.
A little bitty tiny martini.
Aww.
And then they sit down and...
She starts talking about his hands, like how amazing or beautiful his hands are. And
Can I ask you a personal question?
Yeah.
Have you ever been with a woman?
Of course I have.
Many times.
But she, of course, picks up on that.
Yeah.
And she says again, you want to touch me with those beautiful hands? Or something like that. Yeah. She asks him to touch her.
She asks him to touch her.
Yeah.
Inappropriately. And she says, I need it. I like that you're a virgin. I need it. I want it.
Yeah. And she's not wrong.
No.
She actually need it.
Does need it.
Yeah.
Because Xander is getting his out of it. His woozy.
Yeah, he's
probably something in that martini.
Yeah, and he suddenly remembers that he loves Buffy.
Yeah,
and he's like, Buffy, I love Buffy. And then he's like, he sees something is wrong with her hands.
Yeah, no, her hand is like on her thigh and moving towards him, and it suddenly turns into this insect leg
claw thing.
And Xander is, but he like
that's the strong martini or something.
Yeah, and he blacks out.
Yeah,
and the insect just drags him away. Miss French is an insect.
Yes.
They were right all along.
Yes, and also that they actually they heard something also.
Yeah,
like
they heard
screaming.
They heard the screaming
and
or shouting.
and he was like, Xander was, what is that?
I don't hear anything. I don't touch me with your hands.
Yeah. She's really good though.
Yeah, she's really good at what she does.
Yeah, she's good at seducing underage pupils, which I think is a very strange talent. But
I know it's a skill.
Well,
it's a terrible skill.
It is.
Shouldn't use that skill.
No, but
she's good at it. She's really skilled,
and she probably has perfected it.
Yeah, over years and years and years.
Which is weird because there should be a lot more of things like her around.
Yeah, because insects like procreate.
Yeah.
Well, like insects, they swarm.
Yeah.
And we will see later that she lays a lot of eggs.
Yes.
But anyway, Xander wakes up. And he's in the cage.
Yeah.
In the basement.
And what was his name again?
Blaine Mall.
Blaine Mall is in the cage next to him.
Yeah.
So now we know where, he disappeared.
Yeah. So she kept Blaine, presumably to like mate with him and then eat his head.
Yes, because he started to tell Blaine. Oh, why can't I remember his name? Blaine. It's because it's so weird. That
it's like the jockiest name in the world.
Yeah, it's impossible to remember.
It's like Blaine or Chad.
Yeah, but Chad is easier. But Blaine, it's just impossible. Yeah. Blaine.
He's like traumatized.
Yeah, he's very traumatized, and
because he's presumably been through this.
Yeah,
once.
He actually had sex with her.
Yeah.
So he, think about that, having your cherry popped by a giant insect.
A giant.
I feel sorry for him. I mean, this is actually, it's really serious sexual abuse.
Yes.
Yes, and I mean,
#MeToo.
It's so #MeToo.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the worst example of #MeToo
Sure.
I have ever seen because it involves like animals and kidnapping underage
children.
Yeah.
Rape.
Yeah, and they were drugged.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
it's
everything. It's the worst sexual assault in the history of the world.
It's sodomy, like the worst kind of sodomy. This is really bad.
Yeah, and he's really traumatized. You have to get out of here. First she does this, and then she does that, and then she just shoots eggs out of her. And there's
and Xander, he actually removes some of the.
Yeah, one of the bars.
Yeah, one of the bars
in the cage,
into Blaine's
weapon.
Yeah. Weapon, he says, and also they're together, so that's nice.
Sure,
but I mean,
nice.
That must be a comfort.
Yeah, no,
in
it's
that
much better than being one-on-one. Yeah, I get that.
And then she comes and she's like,
actually, the animatronic of this insect monster thing, it's pretty good.
It is. I mean, for the 90s, it's
90s,
really good.
Fairly low budget TV show. This is a good model. It moves really creepily. And
and also that they have you noticed that they always use like a really they turn the light down. Yeah. So that also helps.
Yeah,
that you see kind of just some sort of
hides like the things they don't want to show.
Yeah,
because this is like a guy with like wires and stuff that just moves the doll around.
But it's good.
But it looks pretty good.
It does. It works really great, actually.
Yeah. We go back to the library with Giles on the phone because he has a friend in Britain who has. But he studied like insects and fairy tales.
Yeah, and didn't he have a really weird name?
Well, he's called Carlisle. That's not actually that weird. He helps Giles, but it takes a while to get information out of him because he's crazy. Yeah. He's actually like in an institution in a straight jacket.
Yeah.
But he tells him that this is like a mythical creature
Yeah.
called the she-mantis. That's a terrible name for
It's
monster.
a terrible name, and it actually means like a beautiful woman that is actually a bug.
Yeah.
That sort of uses the cover or the body of a beautiful woman to cover up, and then she only
Lures
virgins.
Yes. And this is where all like the mythological stories with like the sirens, that kind of thing, this comes from this creature. Buffy's just, okay, fine. It's a huge bug. How do we kill it?
Yeah.
And Giles says, I would suggest you just cut every limb with a big knife.
Yeah, just chop her
Then
into small pieces.
Chop everything up. They also check on Miss French to find out where she lives.
Yes.
And they find her information like in the database of the teachers.
Yeah, it's
then
really easy.
Yeah, and then they discovered that she's like 90 years old.
Yeah, she was born in 1907.
Yeah.
And she's like, and they, are you Miss French? And she's like, yeah. No, we mean like Miss Natalie French.
Yeah.
And she's, that's me.
Because they go to the house and this old woman opens the door.
Yeah.
And she says, yes, that's me.
Yes. And she stopped teaching in 1972.
Yeah.
And then
so this is one thing we can like add to the pile of terrible things
she does.
She does identity theft, like on top of everything else, because she pretended to be someone she wasn't.
Yeah, she stole that old innocent lady's identity.
Yeah,
which is super not legal.
True. It's not the worst thing she did, though.
No.
But still, and then Buffy is just, oh my god, we actually don't have any information on where she
can be anywhere. No, dear, I'm right here. She has no clue about what's happening.
Okay, we go back to this basement where Blaine and Xander is kept prisoner.
Yes.
And the mantis, the she-mantis, just... She's playing Eeny, Miny, Mo.
Yeah. Eeny, Miny, Mo or something.
Eeny, Miny, Mo. I don't.
Okay, but...
It's called Elle Melle in Norwegian.
Yeah, so...
Let's go with that.
Yeah.
And she's just... and she chooses Xander.
Yes.
And he's shit.
And Blaine, he's terrified too.
Yeah, he's completely terrified.
Yeah. And isn't it now that she says like, call me Natalie?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that's Miss French or something like that.
Yeah,
and
Miss French, call me Natalie. And this comes out from this huge mantis head.
Yeah, but you know, they're about to have intercourse, so I guess it could be a little bit less formal.
But it tries to get away though.
Yes.
Because it tries to hit her with that bar he got from the cage earlier.
Doesn't help.
No,
at
because
all.
She knocks him unconscious.
Yeah. She catches him when he's in the stairs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And...
Or on the stairs.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then... Mr. Mole, Blaine says like, how you like your eggs, bro? Sunny side up, over easy.
That's really weird because he is so terrified that whole time.
Yeah.
And then it comes up with like a pun, like a quip about the eggs.
Yeah.
That's odd.
It's a bit odd, yeah.
Sure.
But I think maybe it's like a trauma reaction, some sort of escape reality thing.
Yeah.
Let's say that.
Sure. Meanwhile, Buffy and Willow and Giles is just, how do we find Xander? How can we figure this out? And then
Buffy has an idea.
Yeah.
And that is to use the fork guy vampire.
Yeah. She goes and just...
to find her.
Fork Fork Guy, you know the scent of this creature.
Yes. Find her!
Just like push him in front of them.
Yeah.
Until he gets scared.
Yeah.
But, oh, there.
Yeah.
There. You don't want to go there. She's there.
He actually helped them.
Yeah.
I mean, he just could have lied, though. But then he tries to kill Buffy, though.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he's not the completely good guy.
No, but he actually does help them. And Buffy breaks in, like, through the basement window.
Just in time,
Yeah.
as usual.
And she's just, this is for Dr. Gregory.
And she takes, like, this bug spray and starts spraying her. But it helps a little bit, I think.
It does. Well, she's a bug, so bug spray.
Yeah.
And then she takes out, like, a tape recorder.
Yeah, this is so funny.
Because they learned in class that praying mantises, their nervous system goes haywire if they
Are exposed.
hear bat sonar.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the sounds that bat makes to know where they are. They navigate through sound, right?
Yeah.
So she's, when you hear this sound, oh, it's gonna do havoc to your nervous system, and she pushes play. And then we hear a British voice.
Extremely important to file, not simply alphabetically.
Giles!
And it's Giles.
It is.
And he's like, the other side, the other side.
It's the wrong side because this is his, like, personal log or something.
Yeah.
And it works. The bat sonar works. She goes, and then Xander comes in with a bug spray. And just,
Yeah. And
her
Buffy
face.
also starts to chop her.
Yeah, because
into
Buffy
little pieces.
takes, like, a machete or something.
Yeah.
Like, or at least a huge knife, and she just... and just chops her to bits, like to pieces.
Yes. Woohoo!
Woo!
Woo!
And it's kind of amazing because it's brutal as
hell.
yeah,
But
no,
it
it's
feels
really
so
brutal.
But it feels so natural in
Yeah.
that context. It's just it's so beautiful.
Oh.
Aww.
And then they all get together afterwards. But this is over.
Yeah.
It's great. And then Willow just quips, "It's so terrible how she only went after virgins."
Yes. And Blaine, he's like,
If anyone tells anyone about this, if anybody hears a word of that, I'll sue you. I have, like, an uncle that's a lawyer or something.
yeah,
and
something.
You'll lose everything you have.
And
No.
then Sandy,
Yeah.
he says like, Blaine, shut up. And Blaine's actually, he shuts up.
Yeah, he does. And then Xander takes, like, the machete and goes to cut down the eggs.
Yeah.
Because they can't have the eggs.
No.
They can't have more of these creatures running around.
No.
Yeah.
Oh. And then I think we come to
No,
no, we're at the bronze.
we're at the bronze.
We're at the bronze. And Angel, he comes again, and can I say again that he looks so good?
This is a handsome boy.
He's very handsome.
Very
boy.
handsome boy.
Yes.
And
Isn't Angel? He's British, isn't he? No, he's Irish.
he's Irish.
Yes, that's right.
Like, originally he's Irish, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't call Irish people British. They will hate you forever.
Yeah, but I haven't done it after I
Yeah,
remembered. No.
He's not British. He's
No.
Irish.
Yes.
And
Definitely not
he
British.
says that Buffy asks him if we're gonna be on the same side in this. How do I get a hold of you? And
Yeah.
he's just, I'll be around.
Yeah.
And he will be.
And he gives he tells her that she should keep the jacket he gave her
It
because
looks better on her.
yes, and he goes around in his t-shirt. His very, very nice t-shirt.
It's very nice.
Mm. Yes. Okay.
Sure.
Sure.
The episode ends with them being in class again and having a new teacher
Yes.
who's a terrible idiot. And
Yeah.
says, you have to do this and this and that and that and that, and this will count such and such of your grade. And I think they're pretty happy with the boring teacher.
Yeah, I think so too.
And Buffy finds the glasses of Dr. Gregory.
Yes.
Because they kept his glasses for some reason. And she goes, takes the glasses.
Didn't she find them earlier?
Yeah,
the
she
episode?
found
and
the
she,
glasses earlier. But it's still
in the classroom.
It's on the teacher's desk, I think. And she goes and puts it in his coat, which is also still
there.
Yeah.
She's really sad about it. It's not that often we see her so connected.
No, but it's genuinely sad because this is a person who really, really believed in her.
Yeah.
And there's not too many of those.
No.
And while she does that, the camera pans down.
Yes. And then, under the jacket,
there's eggs.
Big eggs.
There's eggs. Which
eggs.
Means, and you pointed this out to me.
Yeah. Because this is really strange. Because, I mean,
that means that she mated with Dr. Gregory.
Which means that he also had to be a virgin. And he was like...
He was like 60. In the 60s.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
Yeah, and he's such a bad example of someone, who has success. Like he's... Oh, if you just study and I know you can do it, then, your life will be great. And he was a virgin in his 60s. I mean, he's every nerd's biggest fear.
First
basically.
Nightmare.
Yeah.
Oh, poor guy.
Yeah.
Oh.
But I mean, she could have done an exception though.
I don't know, maybe.
Okay, we don't know, but we hope for his sake that he has had some action in his life.
Well, he ended his life with some action.
Yeah.
So that's something.
Yeah, but I don't know if us...
like Cordelia said, we have to look at the bright, the positives.
Yes. Always look on the right side of life. Yeah, well...
sure.
Okay, but let's just not speculate anymore about the poor Dr. Gregory's sex life. And let's... just end this episode, this podcast.
This has been the Watchers Watch. I'm Sandra.
I'm Yvonne.
If you want to get a hold of us, this is our Twitter, this is our Instagram, and this is our Facebook. There you will find every piece of information you need about this podcast. We do bonus clips. We do a lot of small, entertaining things. Across all of these platforms.
Yeah, and if you're, wondering something, or you think that we did something really good or something bad, or you want us to change something, if you missed something, you can send us a message on our Facebook page.
Yeah.
Yes.
We'll
tell us what you think.
Do absolutely tell us what you think.
Yes.
And like, share, and subscribe. That actually means a lot to us.
Yes.
And tell your friends. We'll be back in 2 weeks.
Yes.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.